Hello everyone. How's everyone doing? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon and good night, depending where you are in the world. Hello Joued. How's everything doing with you? Hello Saxman. Any particular ships you want me to start with? I thought I'd tease Icarus here, considering the Gallant coming next patch. Well, next week I should say. Now here's to hoping that I don't have any technical issues tonight, considering the past 2 weeks where we've had, well, oddities. Yeah, I'm doing well. I'm glad you're doing well as well, Shued. It's been one hell of a week at work. I'm glad it's Friday at last. I really could do with a little bit of a break. It's just all gone a bit nuts at work. End of the month stuff. So, I'm going to start off with a warm-up game in HMS Icarus, unless anyone else has any requests. Actually, to be honest, considering how bad I did last stream, I really need to give the shores a little bit of love, considering last stream I took her out and got absolutely decked. So I ought to repay her. Joed, I spoke to ACC and told him why Wargaming are botching these DD releases. What do you find botched about them, Joed? Is it just the general stats of them? Or is there something more? Yeah, tier 6, I ought to put a credit booster on there. There we go, let's see how I can do in the shores this time, considering I got a bit distracted last stream. Because so far I've only got the tier 4 French destroyer. Please don't gloat about how many of these French destroyers you have. I know I'm not doing too well. The tool set is not there. Oh, okay. Oh, new map. I'll have to. Well, so far I've had the Jaguar, and I think once I've had her fully upgraded, she's definitely different. But I have been able to do okay in her. Maybe I might take her out later, this stream or something. Udachi, Fiji, Indianapolis, Helena, Knetsov, Wichita, Vladivostok, Iowa. So that's quite an interesting team. Tier 6 and 7 game. Let's see where we can go with this. Anyone excited about HMS Gallant coming next week? I'm sure it's going to be no surprise that I'll be getting Gallant. Be reviewing her next week. And if I can get another French destroyer, I think the one that interests me the most is the tier 5. Is it the Jupard? The Jaguar is the best with the Agile and the Terrible. Okay. So maybe my experience with the Jaguar has not been completely respective of the tech tree. I'm going to have to test that out. I'm seeing that I'm basically being abandoned on this flank. Gallant was botched too. As in they announced Gallant and then didn't deliver her and then held her in reserve until this patch. Which is really quite strange. Because it kind of makes some sense. Got the Vladivostok, so I know I've got the division with the Wichita. So I better start putting some range between me. Joued, no sonar. I know with the Gallant. It's also got almost like American smoke and engine boost. The reason being is I suspect that the Gallant and the Cossack, and I think there's another one, they're all like early testing of the British destroyers on the PC version, so they end up with this really strange set of consumables like the like a bigger smoke screen and engine boost. It's like the Campbelltown as well, I guess you could say. So they don't have that unique British smoke, and they don't have the sonar. I think the only thing that Gallant's advantage is that she's going to be very, very stealthy. So I've got double Wichita over there. Which Wichita's in the division? The Canada teams. Don't want to push that flank because they've got both their battleships over there plus 2 Wichitas, which means that the other objectives are probably going to be slightly better. As you heard, we might need Mighty Jingles in console too. Oh, that would be funny, because I know they used him as a British commander with his own voiceover and stuff like that. I do wonder if they'll ever do that with any of the content creators on World of Warships Legends. It was something I'd be quite interested in doing, but I'm not an official content creator. More than likely it's going to go to the bigger ones like SE and TB. I do wonder if they will introduce more commanders into the game as well, because when they expand like the Japanese destroyer tech tree, there's not going to be a decent commander with the kind of gunboat skills, or at least I haven't seen one, because I've tried to consider like a gunboat build for a Japanese destroyer, and I just haven't seen how it can be done. Oh, our Wichita's gone. Just use my range on the shores. Because I have got disgusting range on this. Shubed, they need to peak more frankly. Oh, be more frank about the ships and the quality of the content they're going to introduce to the game. But they keep saying things like they don't want to let us know too much because then it ruins the excitement. But I think by not letting us know, it kind of like maybe makes us over-expect. Saxman, the new content creators for Wargaming will be announced after the weekend, according to their stream a few hours ago. You say that, but you can already see that they've already started to accept new content creators via the who they're subscribed to on their channel. I think one of them for sure I know said he was applying and literally said his application was in, and then within a day he was already subscribed to by the World of Warships Legends channel, therefore recognised as an official content creator. And judging by what they said in the stream, it sounds like they just will not consider you unless you have 1,000 subscribers at least. So even though the post and the form basically implied that you need to only fulfill 2 of the 4 requirements, it sounds like actually they're really looking for you to actually fulfill 4, or basically all of it. As you read, I have seen my jingles reviewing ships and they are fair. Well, it didn't help that we've got a different Cossack in this game, because in the PC version, Cossack actually comes with her full complement of turrets as per the early 1940 version. When a ship is dog poo, he says it. Why? Wow, I haven't really played a dog poo ship yet. I've always been able to find a stride in a ship. I mean, I will always try to endeavour to tell the truth. So when they've when they've done like deals and bundles which are absolutely rubbish, I have told you during reviews. Saxman, my apologies, not content creators, super testers will be announced after the weekend. Yeah, that's fair enough, but it sounds like they've already started going through the processes. So if you did apply to become a super tester and you haven't been contacted in regards to having an interview with them, I suspect you haven't made it. Because it's by the way they said in the stream, it sounds like they've already started discussions with people in the stream. I seem to be just picking away on this Wichita while the rest of my team flounders away, and I'm going to end up overextended in Citadel soon, I think. Be good to get rid of the Wichita though. Then I can start picking on the Valorous stock. Come on. No, someone else got him. Right, who's next? Let's start picking on the Helena. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting some more of the French destroyers, so I can get a better appreciation of what they're like. Because as yet, I've only really had a little bit of a taste with the Jaguar. Vladivostok's leaving my range. Wichita's in range though. Saxman, yeah, that sounds right, but they have 890 applicants, so I wouldn't worry if you haven't been contacted yet. My only concern is that secret question. Yeah, the thing is, I went through the form and I didn't see any kind of secret question, or I didn't recognise any secret question, so I missed it. Admittedly, I didn't bother actually applying, simply because it wasn't really what I was interested in doing. I mean, it was intriguing, but I just don't have the time to put aside to it, on top of everything else, on top of my work and the channel stuff and all that. But it's something that you guys could quite easily do, because I think you can put aside a couple of hours a day to a bit of testing. Oh, I'm not spotted here. This stock's a little bit faster than I thought. Pick on the Witchy. Duet and the tier 7's La Fantastic. Oh God's sake, I'm gonna keep saying it wrong. And the Terrible is the Terrible. Yeah, that's why I don't get it. Does that mean that they down tiered the Le Terrible? Because officially, shouldn't that mean that the Le Terrible should be tier 7? Or have they buffed the L'Infantastique? La Fantast. Oh, I still don't know how to really pronounce that. I think, like I said previously, French I haven't spoken since I was 12 years old. Tempted to go for the capture. The destroyer's definitely up behind us. Ah, the Wichita turned his radar on. There's Yudachi. Oh, it's a bloody Kuznetsov. She read, I think Le Fantastic is a very limited her against tier 7's fauna. I think the Le Fantastic I'm going to keep butchering out. I think the Le Fantastic comes with 9-kilometer torpedoes, so she's almost going to feel a bit like when you get the Tashkent and you finally get to some decent range torpedoes. I think the one that's going to be the biggest struggle to understand is going to be the tier 6. I forgot how short the torpedo range is on this. Saxman Trash Can is a great boat. No, it's not. It's not. It's a big, clumsy destroyer. It's only any good if you if you get the torpedo. Once you get the torpedo. Hello, pirate guy. Good to see you. Hello, Lee. Oh, got quite a few people here actually. Alright, we'll take the trash can out next then. I should really stop flicking out. There we go. Oh, Morton's here as well, hello. 81,000 damage and rising, 11 fires, 225 hits on target. Bloody hell. Go on then. I'll take the trash can out. Let's see, we'll select tier 7. Alright. The trash can. The ship that I have not played for donkeys. Ages. Yeah, I'll stick one of those on. I'm just remind myself. 6 kilometers. Oh. Okay, yeah, she's fast. 8-kilometer torpedoes, 2-kilometer stealth torpedo range. Go on then. 5.5 Lee. Do you have? You must have a very high ranked bay. To be honest, I'm using 2 level 12 commanders here, so mine's probably not as high ranked as it could be. Javed, sometimes we mix the captain's skills with the ship's toolset. Is that in regards to the French destroyers or the Russians? Alright, let's see how the trash can copes in Greece. Cleveland radar. So Benson, Udachi working with Bismarck, Algeria, Cleveland, Eisenhower, Nelson. Someone's gone and got an Odin, Bismarck. I always hope that the people who spend the money and get the premium ship in the first couple of weeks of the patch, either must really, really love the ship and must have a lot of money. Both lines are trash to the humble opinion. You see, Stuart agrees, Russian destroyers are terrible. It was the things that they were saying, they're looking into the Russians. But this is the thing, I kind of wish they leave the Russian destroyers as they are. just as like a symbol of a non-Russian bias. They just, I mean, just look how big it is. It's just fat. Morton, I was Morton, I was lucky. I got 2 French destroyers, tier 5 and 3, I think, and there is no smoke. No, there is no smoke. Agile and Le Terrible are good. I've got the Agile, and I've got. She can be good, but it takes me like an evening to get in, or like a couple of games to get into her. I find I just get. I'm not quite used to the maneuverability of it. Oh, I've got 3 torpedo launchers. Okay, go on then. I suspect I'm the only one doing any spotting here, so... What's that? Nelson, Eisenhower, Agile and Odin. And they got Benson in the centre. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the only ship on their team that's not been spotted so far is the Udachi, which makes sense. Morton, oh sorry, hello Sherez and hello Saxwell. Oh, this is a tactical beaching. This is deliberate, honest. Nelson's going into reverse. I think I cleared the island. Nelson's taken a good beating, but she has got a monster heal. I need to get closer. They're still the nearest ship as well. Looks like enemy Dachi's probably in Alpha. Yeah, tactical beaching is a maneuver that a lot of players do, and that is where you deliberately drive it into an island for tactical reasons. It is not a mistake. You know what? Bugger it. Come on, you fat girl. Pick it on the Nelson now. Should have this capture in 11 seconds. I'm nowhere near the edge as well, that's good. Yeah, now someone went full backup mode. I mean, I could get used to the trash can. Just not one of my favourites. That should do it. He's changing speed, isn't he? What is it with battleships and... Just had the Eisenhower do a 3-point turn. Right, that's it. Time to stop shooting. That's interesting, seeing Odin not charging in. Right, time to go for the centre. Oh, there's a Cleveland in the centre. Morton, is it fair to say that it is now a little harder to play higher tier destroyers with all the Wichiters out there? I wouldn't say so. I think you just need to bear it in mind. I think once you've learnt their radar range, their sonar range, and it's like if you're used to playing tier 7 destroyers or higher tier destroyers, then you should be already used to checking what's on the other team, what's got sonar, like decent sonar, what's got decent radar, things like that. So it just adds another element. I mean, I've taken the Lightning out as a warm up game earlier, and I haven't really had too much issues. It's like the Cleveland as well. The Cleveland's another radar cruiser at tier 7, and there's only going to be more radar cruisers coming in the future. So it's almost just keeping your eye on the ball, reading what's out there, and responding to it. The trick is just don't get into radar range, and if you are going to be in radar range, just make sure there's something between you and them, preferably something solid like an island. If you're within range of a radar cruiser and you end up yeah, if you end up near a radar cruiser and you do get spotted, then what you obviously want to do is don't bother popping your smoke. Just run first, because here the Cleveland's going to pop smoke. It's probably I might as well shoot. But what I've got to do, I've got to watch what's behind me, make sure that I don't back up so much that I get hit, but also watch what is to my front as well at the same time. Then that way we can just minimise what damage people can do to us. As you heard, Cleveland is the new sheriff in town. It's definitely the new radar cruisers. So Cleveland and Wichita. Radar-wise, at tier 7, you're talking about the Cleveland, the Baltimore, the Wichita, the Chapayev, the Edinburgh. Sometimes they will now the Chapayev has slightly larger range radar, but smaller or shorter duration. And then tier 6, you've got the Indianapolis, the Boise, the Atlanta, the Shores, and then at tier 5 you've got the Bedoini. Just pilot guy. More radar cruisers will just keep the destroyer captains more honest. I think it balances the game out now. Yeah, I think what you've started to see is there's less and less destroyers in the higher tiers. Basically, torp boats haven't been the easy play that some people have got used to. Which has been good, because then it kind of means that the more experienced DD players now can play without people saying that torp boats are just, so it's like played by poor players, really. Pilot guy, it hurts me to say this, but I agree. Forewarning, I may fall asleep. This is not a reflection of the major, the content, or the trash can. Laugh out loud. Cheers, guys, and happy sailing, just in case. No, that's fair enough. Oh, good lord. Right, oh. Oh, Christ. Yes, probably go. Udachi, reign of terror is ending. Oh yeah, well, the Udachi's reign of terror was just everyone going, oh, I got a tier 7 for my premium supplies, let's go see what I can do. And just doing torpedo bomb rushes with it. Am I going to be able to get within talk range of the Odin? MTCD01, brown pants moment. Oh, definitely a brown pants moment. How's everything in New York? We have a very hot day here in the United Kingdom. It has been 33 degrees. It is 27 degrees in my living room at the moment where I'm playing this, so a little bit warm. Matthew, hello. I just started getting to destroyers, and the Gady is a massive jump in skill requirements and playstyle. I feel lost. Laugh out loud. That seems to be the thing with pretty much every tech tree and every class. I'd almost say that when you go from tier 4 to tier 5, there is a massive jump in the skill jump, really. I mean, I think they intended the skill jump to obviously be at tiers between 5 and 6. I'm gonna get torpedoed on the Odin. Come on, Russian torpedoes. Yes. Right. I've just got to watch the Cleveland. That's my main concern. Oh, the Udachi's in the centre. Right, I'm going to go find me a Udachi sandwich. Because no one likes Udachis. Morton, Matthew, I have the Guidey, but I cannot play with it very good. Matthew, it's a great challenge. Well, maybe we'll take the Guidey out next as well. MTCD, nice day today, clear skies, 80 degrees. Oh, Udachi! Sorry, Fahrenheit. Good memory. That's alright, I try to remember where people are from. Come on, let me kill Udachis. Come on, come here, you little fucker. Okay, I didn't see the good Eisenhower, but we'll have that. I'm so sorry. Wait. Stuart, yes, Gady is not forgiving type, and the T5 is dangerous. Seriously, tiers 2. Oh, tier 5 is dangerously is a dangerously serious tier. Yeah, definitely. And Matthew just got to learn how she likes to float. Morton, Matthew, what can we use? Stuart, nice. Morton, come on, Major. I'm still Matthew. I'm still a novice with destroyers, but in battleships and cruisers, I am a destruction incarnation. Oh, that's good actually. It's usually people can't seem to get their head around cruisers, and they end up playing battleships and destroyers first. Morton, too late. Morton, okay, thanks. MTCD, nicely done. Good sailing. And Matthew, Spay. You Spay. I use sheer. Right. Because we're talking about the Guidey, let's take the Guidey out. Used to be one of my favourite destroyers when I went off the British for a little bit. It was the Shores I took out, wasn't it? So I'll just quickly do that. I'll strip the Shores off as well. Over on the Spay. I'm an aggressive boy. Right, okay, let's bring up the Guidey. There we go. So I use sheer because I'm mad, I guess you could say. So let's see how this goes. Let's see. Yeah, we'll just stick a type 3 on there. Get one of them on. Don't need anything else. Yeah, so I've got 400,000 elite XP in the Guidey, so I've played her quite a bit. Partygate, I use Bay for twist and track. I think a lot of people use Bay for twist and track on the German destroyers, and I can appreciate why they do. Being able to know where enemy destroyers are coming, being able to train your turrets in forewarning. It would have been nice if there was a French commander that could do that, because with all the big destroyers with the big gun turrets and the slow traverse speed, the Russians, the Germans come with twist and track. The French don't, which is quite interesting. I thought they would have included that in one of the commanders. Matthew, sheer is interesting. I'm curious. The reason why I go for sheer is because I don't like the maneuverability of the Germans. I come from playing the British destroyers lots and lots, so I'm very used to being very nimble, very agile in the water. So when it came to the Germans, I did anything and everything that I could do to try and improve that rudder and the speed, like just stop them feeling like potatoes in the water. So I've done what I can to obviously improve that. Enemy team, Gnevi working with a KG5, Guidey, Aoba, New Orleans, Ismar working with a Fuso, Bayern, and Eisenhower. Jouet is exactly Major, yep. Glad someone agrees. I think Saxman was saying something along those lines at some point once. Apollo Grey, I agree twist and track would have been useful for French destroyers due to the turret traverse. Yep. Jouet, permanent camps Permanent camp. Sorry. Don't worry about it. I don't even know why you're apologising. Morton. Why are you laying a smoke screen? You muppet. Morton. Juliet. I thought about it too. Hmm. Oh, camo. Yeah. Because they've only got the permanent camo for the Japard, isn't it? Oh, KG5. KG5 is working with the Gnevis. The Gnevis got 4-kilometer torpedoes. Where are you? And I definitely know that the Guidey's over there. I got to bear with because I haven't played this one for a good while. So I know they've got one destroyer here somewhere. Just trying to read the map, see where their cruisers are. I see one cruiser. What's that one? That's a battleship. So battleship, 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 cruiser, destroyer. So that's 4 battleships spotted. There's that cruiser. Okay, I think we're going to go around the corner because the KG5's moving off, and if the KG5's moving off, that would lead me to believe that the Gnevi would move off as well. Okay, there's the Bayern. And there's the Gnevi, yes, the Gnevi did move off. Matthew, you can tell a lot about skill level by looking at what people do in games. Well, I've been playing the game probably far too long, so I'm just used to reading the minimap. There's a reason why I have the minimap so big, is simply because there's a lot of information you can collect from it. What ships are spotted where, who's looking at divisions, just trying to interpret, like, what you got to do is try and read what you're going to be coming up against. It looks like my flank is folding up, so ideally I don't want to extend myself any further against the Bayern. Unless the Bayern starts going that way, then I would be tempted to bum rush him. Got 1 torpedo hit. Got 50 seconds until my... I'm going to keep backing up. But I want to keep the Bayern in line of sight because I want to read what he's doing. But I want it to be right on the edge of my detectability. Which means if I decide... because he's isolated. So if I charge him, top speed of the Guide is going to be high 30s, maybe nearly 40. So I could get quite close, but now he's turning away, so I might just stalk him. I know it's really boring to watch, just me stalking a battleship on this flank, but it keeps this unit tied up. And you never know, I might be able to take advantage of a situation that crops up. Morton, Major, besides British, do you have a favourite line? I think outside of the British, I just seem to like just the odd ship here or there from the other nations. I would love that Bayern to keep coming in, and if he crosses that island, I'm then going to engine boost and see how close I can get. Because there's 2 islands there. Come on, Bayern. So ships I do like. I like some of the French cruisers. I like the tier 4 and the tier 5 French cruisers. Destroyers, I do enjoy the Germans occasionally. Right, let's see how close we can get. Let's do engine boost. Is there a way? I'm just trying to third-party peek and see if there's a way that I can keep an island between me and the Bayern when I come around this. Yes, I can. See how close we can get to the Bayern before he sees us. because he hasn't got a spotter plane as well. Right, yeah, here we go. Let's go guns on. Now, I probably don't have enough speed to really close the gap. But I have enough speed to, well, give him a change of trousers, is the best way to put it. He's basically acknowledging that he's just got to keep running. Oh, we need to put some Benny Hill music on. Oh, Morton, yes, Major. Thanks. Enabling the big hub is absolutely brilliant. Yeah, no, completely agreed. It was the first thing I did as soon as I made it a thing. I'm gonna try and cross the rear of the Bayern to obviously mean that he has to really keep his turrets rotating. Let's bring 2 turrets to bear, so let's just go nose in. Come on, shoot Bayern. There you go, that's your only volley. And also Bayern being at the rear of the Bayern, he hasn't got any secondaries that face this way. Alright, let's put him out of his misery. Oh, after all that work, someone else got him. Right, Matthew, Gneisenhower is my favourite non-premium ship. Big Mag Bla Vini. Bale Mag Bale Vini. I'm sure you just written that just to see if I could say it. Change of trousers. Yeah, nah. He's gone now. Capture the base now. Aoba may come into range, but she's going to be slow. Joued, French DDs are called Joued. Calida contra torpilla. They are meant to kill just DDs and have reasonable torpedo capabilities, but seem no equipment. Polyguy stolen kill. Yeah. All that effort of chasing him and someone nicked it. Morton, I agree, Jared. I was a little disappointed when I tried the premium tier 5. Well, this is the thing. Should have they given the French destroyers sonar? Matthew, very nice, Morton. Matthew, sorry, that was Dutch. Oh, okay, alright. Oh, there we go. I am not expecting to come very high on that table because there was a lot of just stalking. Came forth. Well, I can't grumble then for the amount of stalking I did. That's the problem sometimes. You just end up with this unit that you can't deal much about. Like you have to do something about it. Oh, hello, JP. Good to see you again. All the way from Mexico. I do try and remember where people are from. Any other particular ships, guys? Shall we take the Jaguar out? I think you're all talking random languages in the chat. Matthew, it's basically lots of power very quick. Okay. Sure, at NPC they are fine with great tool sets and many captain skills. Okay. So that could be what's wrong with them then. Okay, let's take the Jaguar out, and I don't need to worry about that as yet. So let's go with that. Polygon, I promise not to request the Gneisenhower anymore. Well, good news, I've been practicing with the Gneisenhower. I still hate it, but if you want me to play it, I will play it, and you can watch me suffer. Morton Major, do you play most destroyers? I can dabble at them. I know destroyers and cruisers well enough that I can literally jump in between this and that. Matthew, I speak this really messed up dialect of Dutch mixed with German. Laugh out loud. Gneisenhauer bist du be? My Jaguar is at 4.8. I'll have a look. Actually, I need to show Morton and was it Matthew the my commander build for my German destroyers, and then I'll also have a look at the stats of the Jaguar. Don't let me forget. Morton, Matthew, I am from Graston, so I also have some German accent when I speak Danish. Right, enemy team, we have, oh, it's tier 3 and 4 game, so this is favourable. Clemson, Jaguar, very good. Kuma, Karlsruhe, Kiryov, Königsberg, Orion, and New York. JP, my Jaguar is imaginary. Well, I've only managed to get one early access destroyer, and I've literally put everything into getting these crates this so far, and yeah, it's been a little bit underwhelming. Kirov doesn't have radar, thank God. Lee 4.8. Wow. Yeah, Jued, have you? I assume you've done Bay and is it Balshanki, the Polish commander to maximise the concealment there, or have you just got some very high level commanders? Morton, Major, is there any news about carriers? No. Don't. I would be surprised if we like. They've only probably just started carriers not long ago. Like they probably haven't really started investing too much into it, and there's still lots of uproar on PC in regards to carriers. Let's see. Right, let's take this engagement into my favour because I have 3 rearward facing turrets. Let's just get away, and I can ignore the engine because I have unstoppable. Now, one thing I've noticed about Unstoppable is that it actually improves the, it saves the rudder as well. Have I got him? Yeah. Nice. Problem is, that has cost me 10,000 health. Oh, please don't blind fire me. Dang. Matthew, I'm from Cape Town, so I'm Afrikaans with a German and Dutch family. JP, nice. Morton, Matthew, okay, people from all over. Yeah, we seem to have a lot of people from lots of places in the chat at the moment. We've got Mexico, Canada, Denmark, South Africa, United States as well. Let's just chance that. There's no point me really playing around much more over here. Morton, is the Jaguar any good? What's the thoughts on it? I found her very, very difficult at the start. Once I had the hull upgrade and stuff like that, then I was able to kind of get into the swing of her. It's just having to always remember that you don't have smoke. Jouet, double concealment and high level commanders. I do not believe in a fair battle. You have to dictate the terms of battle. Yes, that's very true with these Russian destroyers. You do have to ensure that you dictate the engagement. So like you saw with when I engaged that Jaguar there, what I did was I changed it from to my advantage, which was running away, because I've got 3 rearward facing. I've got more DPM, so it means if he wants to chase me, he's either got to only shoot 2 turrets, or he has to swing out and show his broadside. and by showing his broadside to get more guns and turrets, he then has to take more hits, and he's easy because he's easier for me to hit. Um, let's see, Morton, exactly as you 100%. Battles are won before they begin, 100%. When it comes to DD combat, it's very similar to like tank combat of World War II. Whichever tank sees and fires first, so whoever spots and gets the first round on target, usually wins the engagement. So that is why concealment is the big player in this game, because if you can see the enemy destroyer before they see you, you can get your turrets on target, you can line those sharp, you can fire that shot, you can get the first hit. If you get the first hit, you can knock out their engine, knock out their torpedo, maybe knock out their rudder, and therefore straight away you've got an advantage in that engagement. As you heard, you're welcome, Morton. Matthew, I've been reading The Art of War. Is that... oh... That's not the one full of Chinese proverbs, is it? No, I ain't gonna get any torpedoes on that. The only irritating thing about not having smoke is I have to keep resisting the urge, because every now and then I'll think, oh, someone else is spotting that ship. I'll just pop a smoke screen and start shooting. In the French, it's a bit like, no. No. Because if you shoot, you can't drop off unless you have the very highly ranked commander. Right, time to use that engine boost. And no, I don't have the engine boost concealment mod. I'll talk about French commanders. I hope to record a video. Let's see, I might try and record it Saturday night for a Sunday upload. And what I'll do, I'll just do a comparison between the two French destroyer commanders and just my opinions. Admittedly, it's all going to be my opinion. It's not going to be like you're all going to have to draw your own opinion from it, but it's just my thoughts on it. Kung Tisu or oh god, or something right, Matthew. Sun Tzu. Sorry, yes. I'm not even close. Good book, Sun Tzu. Oh, God's sake. Now you're getting me to speak Mongolian or Chinese or God knows. Very interesting. It's more about resource and situation management, very much. It's also about intelligence gathering. These torpedoes are going to hit like a truck. There we go. Now that is one thing I like about the French destroyers. I really like their torpedoes. It's so strange. This is why I've kind of looked at the French and just gone, maybe torpedo boats with guns is the nice way to look at them. So that's why I've gone for my commander. You should read The Fog of War 2. It suits DD Battle very much. In the movie Battleship, they use things. This book, something with hitting the enemy where he is not. Oh yes. Matthew, French baguettes hit hard. It's because they're so dry. That's why. Second on the team. Right. Let's see. I just need to quickly drag in my Germans here. So jumping over to the Germans, my commander build. Okay, it is strange. I'm gonna have to admit that. So first of all, with a DD, as always, going Sims and Bay. Concealment and health. I always go for that. Burn it down, concealment. But the ones that I've really gone for sheer for on the German DDs is for steer clear and Velarushius and fully packed. That's why I've gone for it. It's a very strange build, and I know it's not going to be everyone's cup of tea, but it's something that I do and I get by with. Good game. Many thanks. Matthew, oh yeah. Then Tanaka is like, that's not what it means, and the guy gets so sad. Love the film. Strange build, Major. Yes, it is a very strange build. Most people would say, if I was going to tell you to do a normal build, I'd say take Eric Bay. Um, Not that one. I'd probably go torpedo speed. Then that's an interesting one. Never seen that one before. Then look at me now. You have to go look at me now. Then twist and track. There's no question about it. Yeah, then you just go smoke on the water. And then I would recommend Unstoppable, because Unstoppable does your engine. So if you get hit in the engine, your engine keeps working. And one thing I've noticed recently, and I'm not sure if it's a glitch, but it also keeps your rudder going. So with Unstoppable, it's basically the same as Quick Fix, but you don't get any additional buffs on it. So if I was going to go for a German Commander, then I would probably do that build, and then do Sims and pick, really. That would be the German build. If I was going to go for a normal build, going for the French, I know I'm going to cover it off on Sunday, so I'll try and keep it quick. But yeah, you're getting a bit of a teaser. But what I've gone for, obviously, Sims and Bay. Now I've gone for the torpedo reload time and speed, because your torpedoes do reload slowly. Then I have gone Fragile Threat. I know it's a risky build, but thankfully Sims counterbalances most of this. So then obviously that does reduce detectability, because you do have massive detectability. Then I go Torpedo Safari for the range of the torpedoes. Because the torpedoes hit like a truck, I've kind of gone focused on the torpedoes. Then I've gone Destroy or Be Destroyed, just because the French speed isn't that amazing. Then you have to go Unstoppable. If you're going to use Avion, you have to have Unstoppable. There's no real discussion there. You cannot afford to have your engine to be knocked out. Your other option is to go for Violetti. With Violetti, I'd probably recommend go Quick Fix. Then you have to kind of go look at me now. I can understand the benefits of Go All Out, but I just don't think it's completely worth it. Standoff 4 is an ability that I kind of enjoy. However, I think with the French, you're probably going to want to stay a bit further back, so maybe going back in stock would actually probably be a slightly better one. Smoke on the water is basically a null ability, because you don't have smoke, so if you're going to use this when you're using this ability, simply to avoid having sidestep. And the reason why you might want to avoid sidestep is because of that plus 10% rudder shift. The rudder shift on these French destroyers isn't amazing. However, the range of the guns, if you're going for a gun build, I think this is where you probably want to do, really. Because I think if you're going for Violetti, you're going for a gun build. If you're going for a gun build, you want Quick Fix. Look at me now. Standoff 4. Sidestep is your decision, and then probably rather be torching. Right, I just got to catch up with the comments here, guys. Where are we? Strange but right, Major. That's from Morton. Matthew, I may give it a shot. Thanks, Major. It's a strange build. Definitely. Joed, do you have the Polish Commander? No, I don't. I missed out on that. If they do introduce it again to the game, though, I will definitely get the Belshranki and the Polish Commander. JP God, can you use the KG5 in the next game? Definitely, yeah, will do. Matthew, I go for concealment for my inspirations. Yes, you have to. Or with destroyers, always have a concealment. You have to have Bay. Bays. You have to have. Joed, Bay with the Polish Commander and Avion. That is a very strong concealment build, as you read. That it does explain your very, very small detectability. Morton, Major, when do you use Sims? Do you use him on tier 3 ships? The higher tier, the more HP? When it comes to DDs, I use him on everything. Every single destroyer. It's just my thing. Morton, alrighty. Morton, that was Matthew, sorry. Morton, oh, that makes sense. Matthew, you gotta act like a U-boat in the DD. Yeah, sometimes you do. Just don't dive. That's the thing. You don't go under the water. That's a mission fail. Alright, KG5. Let me get all the sexy ladies on display. Get rid of that. There we go. There's all the sexy ladies. So we have Orion, Iron Duke, Queen Elizabeth, Warspite, Hood. just because I like showing it off. Look at the speed. Look at the speed on the hood. She will find you. KG5, Nelson, Monarch. Yes, I do like my British battleships. I cannot play any other nation's battleships to save my life, but I love my British battleships. Right, KG5, camouflage. The KG5 does have a decent concealment, so I do like sticking a camouflage on her just to bring that in a bit. I want something that looks pretty. No, no. Oh, I can't afford that. Yeah, okay, let's use that. Yep, get one of those on. Tier 6 game, isn't it? Okay, clicks. Matthew laugh a lot. Actually, KG5 is a pretty girl. She is pretty, but I still don't understand the Admiralty's mentality of going for the 14-inch guns. I mean, seriously, we should have just gone. No, 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 no. That's Nelson. We should have just gone for the 15-inch guns. This is the thing. Tell me, is that or that prettier? I would say Monarch is prettier. I think Monarch is what the KG5 class should have been. Like from a historical point of view, the British should have never, like, the Nelson class. Like, you got to think manufacturing wise, Warspite 15-inch guns, Hood 15-inch guns, right? Then we went to the Nelson class. They should have been built with 15-inch guns. They should have been built with 9 15-inch guns for the reason of logistics. Because when your whole fleet, well, your whole battleships have 15-inch guns, then you shouldn't, like, why build 2 battleships with 16-inch guns? Because now you've got to consider that, because you've got to think Britain was a global empire at the time. If these battleships go around the world and end up in a war, they need ammunition. So do you really want to be having to store 16-inch gun ammunition in Portsmouth, Scapa Flow, Gibraltar, Alexandria, Singapore, Sydney, Cape Town? It just doesn't make sense. And then we go and make another mistake, and then we build the KG5 class with 14-inch guns. So now in all these navy bases, you need to store 15-inch guns, 16-inch, or 15-inch shells, 16-inch shells, and 14-inch shells. We should have just built everything with 15-inch guns, and that would have just made logistics so much easier during the Second World War. Right, yeah, let's tag the Nelson up, and I'll see if I can catch up with the comments. Morton, I don't think I ever seen you play a battleship live. Oh, okay, that's going to be interesting. Oh. Matthew, I got 100k damage game consistently in her. Yes, you will. Stick to the HE. Agree, Monarch is gorgeous, but why the rank increase? Because of the 15-inch guns. That's why. Orton, what, Matthew? I'm jealous now. Matthew, you got to ditch your HE and just throw AP at them and keep your bow pointed at them. I find, well, let's see how we go, because this is a game of Greece. Only one destroyer, but it is Udachi. York, Fiji, Baltimore, Gneisenhower, Amagi, Jean Bar, Richard Liu, and Alabama. It's a very battleship heavy game. Right, let's flick it out to the left. Support the Shores, the Wichita, and the Bismarck. So you see what I'm doing at the start of the game is that I'm locking my guns off to the right just to make sure that my guns are getting to the side that I want. Matthew, I use aristocrat moustache dude with her. Aristocratic. Oh god, trying to think who's got a moustache. That's Madden, Mad Madden, I call him. I do something else with Madden. After this game, I'll show you what I do with Madden. And then why I call him Mad Madden. Okay, our Shaw's coming back to the centre, our Bismarck's coming back to the centre, so I'm literally coming over here to back up the Wichita. Morton, the Udachi, sorry for the English spelling, don't worry, will be your doom, dear Major. Hopefully not again. It is embarrassing when I do sail into a load of Udachi torps. Actually, I like the fire protection. I'll take a look. I'll try and see what you're on about. But I think I know. I think I know that skill because you get it on the German battleships as well. Hey, JP God, I'm going to eat. If not, my parents are going to scold me. I will be back in a while. Hopefully, I will arrive when I follow the open stream. That's fair enough. I'm streaming for about another 50 minutes or 55 minutes. I've got to call it at, well, UK time. I've got to call it at 9:30. The reason being is the missus gets home at 10, and wow, it's so hot in the UK. I don't even know what I'm going to cook for tea. I might just cook some new potatoes and serve it with some olives and some salad and some cheese. Like a peculiar Mediterranean dinner or something. So I'm moving that to the left. God knows where the Udachi is. If the Udachi's over here, I would have been spotted by now. The enemy team, where they've been spotted and stuff, they're all on the right flank over at Alpha. Oh, okay, now we suddenly have ships. Who's nearest? Jean Bar. Jean Bar has 32mm plating all over it, so fire off the HE. And Matthew, how about playing easy after a long day? Oh, how about some pizza after a long day? The problem is it's been 33 degrees centigrade in the UK, so it's a little bit too hot to put the oven on. JV, good luck, Major. I will be back. Famous last words of the Terminator. Matthew, cheers. JV. Morton, you don't need to explain, Major. It is a part of life that our wives decide. Just kidding. I don't mind dancing with the Amagi. It's dancing with the... Oh my god. How many battleships do I need to play with? Right, I'm going to break off this engagement because I do not want to be... I can't push any more forward. If I push forward, I've got the Jean Bar to my right and the Alabama and the Amagi to my front. So I'm literally going to be pushing myself into a crossfire, and I won't be able to angle against all of it. So it's about recognising when to turn away, and so I'm kind of recognising that situation now. Yes, I am going to be broadside against the Alabama. This is probably going to hurt. That was actually the Jean Bar that hurt me the most there, from behind. Morton, Major, what was the concealment on that battleship? I think I did do a really disgusting concealment build once with the KG5, and I think I did get this detectability down to like 12 kilometers or something like that. Yeah, I'm just getting focused here. Yeah, I'm just going to drop a detectability and get out of here because I'm going to get focused by 3 battleships, and no matter how much you like the KG5, she is not really built to survive this kind of punishment. Especially against 3 tier 7s. Nasty. Matthew, haha, we have to say we are kidding or we get into an argument. Well done, Matthew. The missus stood right next to me, so I had to. Ours is not the reason why, ours is to do and die. Let's see if I can just... Alabama? I think this is going to be a little bit of me just trying to break off the engagement from these battleships and try and reduce it down to at least a 1v1, because at the moment it's a 3v1 and I'm just getting absolutely torn to shreds. Matthew, I'm going to steal that quote, Major. I think it's officially a United States Marine Corps saying. Basically, it's you're not supposed to try and reason why you're doing what you're doing. You just have to do it. Oh, Morton, 300. Oh yeah, someone else also mentioned 300 subs. Yeah, well, whether or not we're actually at 300 subs is another question. Because when I go into the YouTube studios, it tells me that I'm back down to 299. So people keep coming and going. A long way off 1,000, but free to grow by. We've been growing quite quickly, and it's been nice. I appreciate having. To be honest, I appreciate everyone who's here for your contributions, and even turning up to the streams is much appreciated. If it wasn't for you guys commenting in the stream, then it literally would be just me sat down playing. Matthew, funny that military philosophy works with women too. Yeah, that's another thing that I always do. When the wife says, "Why did you do that?" I go, "I was only following orders." It wasn't my fault. Let's see, we're up to 70,000 damage and 8 fires so far. So we managed to almost dictate the game. Basically, we partially overextended at the start, and then we dictated the engagement against the Alabama. Once the Alabama's gone, I'm now dictating the engagement against the Amagi. This is what you have to do in a battleship. If you're not in the big cluster, you need to try and dictate the engagements and make sure that you. Sometimes you have to take a hard hit to turn away. So it's recognizing when it's time to turn, and yes, you have to expose your broadside to turn. But if you can read when it's time to turn, and watch when the enemy shoots and stuff, you can try and minimize how much damage you take, and then you can start to dictate the engagement.
Let's give them a hard time. Good luck and fair seas. Let's give them a hard time.
Just shoot that one, please. Matthew, Major, I rather enjoy watching you play, or watching you. You are very tactical, and I appreciate that. I'm always learning. That's fair enough. That's what I try to do. I try to think aloud and say why I'm doing what I'm doing, and then hopefully that helps you guys, because then you can see my mind process. I don't hold myself up to being a great player. I've just been playing the game for a long time. I mean, I'm always learning stuff, especially off of you guys. You say things in comments, and that makes me then. Why is there a spotter plane over here? Because I'm always picking things up off of you guys. That's what I'm saying. It's like, because I'm putting my gameplay out there as part of these reviews and let's plays and things like that. You guys notice things and go, you shouldn't have done that, or it would have been better if you did this or something, and therefore I'm then able to learn off you, and then I can implement it in my gameplay, and then I can show it back to you, and then someone else might learn something or pick something up. Mix Gaming, just subbed because of what you said. Oh, much appreciated. Thank you. This channel is very much about almost like the community we have. Oh, okay, all right. I was going to go for the objective because I thought we had a lot of ships left. The Richard Lute's only got one turret left. Right, I'm going to get one volley out this side, then I'm going to switch my gun sides. By switching my gun sides, I mean I'm going to switch my turrets from my starboard side to my port side. So I'm going to lock the camera over there so my turrets are turning, but then I've also got 3 cameras so I can keep looking around. Matthew, a good strategy is always to make the enemy react to you and not the other way around. Very true. That's a very true Royal Navy thing as well. You shouldn't. When you're in an engagement, you should never be reacting to the enemy. They should be reacting to what you're doing. Quite a few people saying welcome to Mixer Gaming. No, so it's always good to have it's always good to see new names in the chat as well. It's good. Now my rear turret's just taking a little bit too long to come round. Matthew, you need to have big dick energy, basically. Come on. Yeah, nice. Right, okay. Yudachi. Oh, let's try this. Oh no, the island's blocking him. But, cruiser, Fiji. Now, I will actually load AP for the Fiji. Oh, alright, don't worry, load HE. Good lord, we have to kill the Yudachi in 2 minutes or we lose the game. Well, bugger it, I gotta push him then, haven't I? Yeah. Well, if I was the Yudachi, I'd just run. Just run. If he runs, they've won. If he tries and challenges me, then he's dead. Let's see. My plane has 1 minute 30 seconds duration in the air, so I will launch in about 4 seconds just to make sure I've got an aircraft for the rest of the game. There we go. Might as well use my repair party. It's not like I'm going to be able to use it. Matthew, this is quite a good game, thanks, Major. No, much appreciated. Glad you're enjoying it. Go get the just DD. I really. Oh, come on, overextend yourself. Come here, you bastard. Matthew, trying to lure him. I don't know. The thing is, it's for him to lose. We've lost already. If he fluffs it and gets detected by me or something, he's nowhere close. He's just scarpered off.
Torpedoes dead ahead. Torpedoes direct front. We've sprung a leak. We're filling up fast.
Yeah. Well, not much more I can really do here. Aldrin, sorry, Major. You're a toast now. I'd be toast if we had 5 more minutes of the game. Because he can dictate the engagement so well. It was a good game at the end of the day anyway. But there's not much more we can do there. Actually, maybe look defensive and meek so he gets confident. Nah, I think... Where is he? Alright, yeah, maybe. Top of the team though, I'm quite appreciate it. It's quite amusing for a tier 6 battleship to come top of the team in a tier 6 and 7 game. 136,000 damage with the KG5. 11 fires. So my KG5, obviously I've got the Azura Lane Nelson, with... She's not built for the KG5, she's built for the Monarch and the Vanguard, but I have her in the KG5 because she's more suitable. So I do have Zhuja for AP, which is useless, and then I use Cunning for accuracy. To be honest, I think I could probably get away with not using her. Like, the inspirations aren't really for the KG5, but what is for the KG5 is the range, the accuracy, the HE damage. Actually, I do want. Why am I using her? What's my other options though? Because I used to use Jericho. Because when I used to use Jericho, I used to use Kondo for concealment. I used to use Madden for turret traverse and reload. Then I used to go burn it down. Look at me now. Velorucious to make her fast, and then go for steer clear, and then fully packed. That was my KG5 build, but I had to move Jericho onto the Cossack. But I am contemplating taking him off of the Cossack recently. GG, much appreciated, guys. Got good damage. Yeah, no, KG5 can pull it out the bag sometimes. That was fun, as usual. Major Saxman, Jewed, Pilot Guy, Matthew, and all the others. Nice people here. Have a fantastic evening. You off now, Morton, are you? Matthew, really, sheer inspiration is very good for battleships with low fire chance. Makes a small vulnerable target. Fair enough. Pilot Guy. Okay, is everyone saying goodbye? Now, I was just briefly talking about what I do with Madden, and I might show you. There you go, there, here's Madden, and I use him in my tier 5 and below British battleships. So I go Brawler, Porcupine, on second 4, Master Mechanic, and Running with Scissors, inspired by Kondo and Hipper. And the reason being is, well, mostly because of Warspite and her secondaries. I managed to get them out to 7.3 kilometers range, and they're quite good, which is quite nice. Take care, Morton. Have a good evening. So that's what I use Madden for, and that's why I call it my Madden build. Because I started testing him on Queen Elizabeth, and I got her secondaries out to 5.8. But then it makes the secondaries quite nice, especially on things like the Iron Duke, where you have a lot of 6-inch secondaries. They're up to 6.5 kilometers, which is really quite strange to have a secondary build on British battleships. Let's see, what's Orion out to? Orion's out to 5.1. So there you go, yeah, 5.1, 5.6, 5.8. 7.3, and then I don't use them after that. And I just got my speedy hood build. Do we have any more requests for any ships? Or any nations? I mean, I think I still think. Let's see, the Royal Navy is still my largest navy. It's just though. Japanese are probably my smallest. Mixer Gamer, can you say there are cruisers captains that do work on battleships? The only time I've ever experimented with things like that has been with the British, and the reason being is the British cruiser command. Well, the British commanders are quite universal. An example would be. Let's go to the British commanders. So say you wanted to improve a battleship, you could take Bruce Fraser, then you would go for Piercer, then you go before it's too late, then you go Velorucious, then steer clear, and then fully packed, and that would probably work quite well. I've done that. I did try that out before on Vanguard because I found Vanguard a little bit underwhelming. I haven't done it much with many ships. Pilot Guy, HMS Fiji. Go on then, let's take the Crown Colony class cruiser out. Where is she? There she is. Let's put one of those on, and you'll see why. Matthew, I've got to go, everyone. Or got to go out. Cheers, everyone. Thanks for the chat. Cheers, Major. See you next time. Much appreciated. I tried to stream every Friday night. Well, Friday night UK time, whatever time this is, wherever you guys are. Have a good evening, or morning, or afternoon, or night, depending where you are in the world, Matthew. Take care. So the reason with my crazy Fiji build is, obviously I've got a destroyer commander in there, and then I've got the epic or rare battle booster, and what that does is that means that my smoke screen lasts 111 seconds and reloads to 114 seconds. So when my smoke screen ends, I only have to go for 3 seconds, and then I can have another smoke screen, because I'm strange like that. The other one is my concealment is 8.9 kilometers, and my torpedo range is 9.3 kilometers, so I can actually stealth torpedo as well. Basically, I've taken the British cruisers and I made them into destroyers. I don't need that credit booster, I need that credit booster. There we go. Dave, is that a new name actually? Don't think I've seen that one before. Hello, Dave. Welcome to Back to the Port. Right, I'm streaming for about another half an hour, so there might be one more game after this one. Maybe 2 if we're lucky. So again, capture the base and land a fire. Enemy team, so it's tier 5 and 6 game. No destroyers. Interesting. Grass Bay, Leander, Dallas. Oh my god, how many battleships? Fuso, Bayern, Scharnhorst, KG5 and Colorado. It's getting minorly depressing how many battleships we're seeing these days. Mixer Gamer, okay, please for the next time gameplay experiment, what you just explained, 2 games with the same battleship, 2 captains, and if you may, show the stats too. Could do. We could say you probably want to take a conventional battleship and then do a comparison with like a standard battleship builder, and then let's see if I can come up with a wacky commander build. Hi there. Been following for a while. Just don't do to talk much. That's fair. Don't talk shit. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. It's understandable, but everyone's seen. Well, I haven't had any altercations on the channel as yet. Is the best way to put it. Everyone seems to be generally friendly people. Always positive criticism whenever it comes to gameplay and things like that. So there's never been anything negative, thankfully. So I'm basically the destroyer on my team, considering my concealment. I don't want to follow the lemon train and head to the centre though. I don't like conceding flanks. The problem is I am very heavily reliant on spotting from the rest of my team. Definitely could. It does seem like the number of destroyer players at the moment seems to have massively dropped. Whether they're all playing ranked or whether there's something else going on, maybe destroyers are falling out of favour. It's going to be interesting to see. So what we got down here? We've got the Bayern. No divisions on the enemy team. Looks like their centre pushed over to the left flank, because you can tell by the number of ships on the minimap. So on this side we're only really dealing with 3 ships. Mixed Gamer, did you just say you are the DD? I pretty much am. I have on my team, I will have the best concealment. I'll be better than the Leander, and the Leander would have decent but like good concealment. I've also got Okay, they're because they're moving away, they're not in torpedo range. But I do have smoke as well. It's strange when you end with these games. So I've actually probably got the best concealment in this game. Which also makes me very cautious because I don't want to overextend myself towards them, or else I'm going to be very easy to pick off. I almost need them to commit to some kind of slap fest or something and then chip in. Let's see if I can push it a little bit closer. Because again, now I understand. Yes. It's because I've gone for like a full-on concealment build with the Fiji, and so therefore, I'm going to be Mr. Sneaky Sneaky. So I'm almost playing it as if I was a destroyer. I just got a massive detectability, keeping them spotted. If I pop a smoke screen here, will I still see them? Yeah, I will. Okay, right, we're going to start tucking into this meal. Nuremberg's gone pop. What a surprise. That's what happens when you have a light cruiser at tier 5 with only 27,500 health. It's got the lowest HP pool of tier 5. Jouet, near the island to disengage at will. Yeah, I guess you could say that. Whether or not that... I popped it here because it gave me decent line of sight on them. I didn't even think about possibly being able to run around behind the island. But now you mention it, it makes this position look actually quite clever. Don't really want to leave my smoke screen. Not yet, anyway. Isn't all. Eisenhower's already taken a chunk in already. I'm surprised at that. Right, I'm just going to poke my bridge out and see what I can see. Because the spotting mechanic works from spotting nodes to spotting nodes. So that's basically the highest armoured point in your ship, and the highest armoured point on the Fiji is going to be her bridge. See now, yeah, okay, so they've moved on. So I'm going to actually go capture the base, or at least have a crack at it. Just got to make sure I've got an escape route. Ideally, I'd like to come back up this way. Okay, and I can assume that the Aoba is ahead of them. So, I'm going to swing it down here. And then do a hard left to make sure I got an escape route. So I'm going to lock my turrets over there. Right, I think I'm going in here not to capture it, but to just stop them gaining points. And what I'm doing is I'm just making a turn, making sure that I'm pointing out of the objective. So that means I've got an escape route. I may have just overdone it, but like I said, I'm not really going for the capture. I'm more just basically I'm going to see if I can disorganize their team. There we go. This is strange but you never know. Because I might disorganize their team. Like half of them will suddenly go, "Oh God, we need to go for the base." So they might start heading back. If they start heading back, that means it gives my battleships up there a stronger chance of being able to pick off 1 versus 1 fights. Polyguy, I see what you mean about the smoke cooldown so quick. Yeah, very quick. It just means that you can just pop. Yeah, it's a very strong ability. Being able to just pop a smoke screen straight away in the British cruisers. It means that you don't have to concede your location. You can just keep hold of it. You can get in there and be a right little bugger, hold on to a position on the map and not let go. Druid, I would have entered the base and waited for the Ismal to use smoke. Oh, Mayuku. What's that? That's a Scharnhorst. Do I dance with the Mayuku? Things I've just got to be cautious of. Right, time to go. The question is, can I dance with the Mayuku? Well, I can get the first volley out and we'll see what we can do. Ooh. There we go. Playing it like a destroyer. Shame our battleships can't seem to just tear the KG-5 apart. Oh, I'm just going to use my detectability advantage over the Mayuku. Just because you never know. Let's just do that. Because the torpedoes will reload in 59 seconds. Buy-ins there. There's the Mayuku. Just watching that Scharnhorst. But I've also got to make sure that I don't go broadside onto the Mayuku, which is off to my right. However, Scharnhorst is only firing HG. Yeah, it's only HE. Now the only downside with this smoke build is you do have to slow down to 20 knots before you pop a smoke screen, because the smoke screen's so small. Oops, someone got a nasty hit on me. Go on, Scharnhorst, same speed ahead. Oh, might as well share the love around. Sonar. It's gone a little quiet on this front. Don't think we're going to win. It was in Juret. 3 ships were out of the game, and they managed to mount the team. It was, yeah, it was 6v6 on the right. You need intelligence data. Right, we have brown pants. Here we go. So I want to go there, there, there. Swing it hard round. Because if I was a Scharnhorst, I would have fired torpedoes. Mayuku is probably very close. Come on, one of those torpedoes. Yes.
Torpedoes to starboard.
There we go. A fair trade.
Ship sunk.
I think he flooded out. Mayuku must have been close. Yeah, she was close. 81,000 damage though. I don't know where that came from. Must have been mostly from the Scharnhorst then. Did I really damage the Scharnhorst? 81,000 damage? Does the Scharnhorst even have that much health? God knows. If our two remaining battleships can actually get the buy-in, and well, no, that's not going to happen. It wasn't. Anyone? Was there any requests for the next game? It's probably going to be the last game. I mean, we could take the. If you want to see more British cruisers, take the Edinburgh out, or the Exeter, Belfast, Leander. Don't make me take the Emerald out. I hate the Emerald. She's, in my opinion, the Emerald's the worst tier 4 cruiser. Could take a DD out. Duet, Belfast. Yeah, okay. Unless anyone else has got any requests, it's going to be Belfast, I think. Ah, second on the team. Fair enough. Our other cruisers came right down at the bottom. Ouch. That's bad. Because cruisers should do really well because they have the highest DPM. Yep, Belfast good. Okay, we'll go for the Belfast for the last game. Where is she? Now Belfast, I should have Bruce Fraser in. There she is. Yeah, I'll still put a credit booster on that even though she's a premium ship. Yeah, no, I'm happy with that. So this is Belfast in her late 50s refit. So she's had her torpedo tubes removed, she's had her tripod mast replaced with lattice masts. So that's why they dropped her down to, from, because you got to think the Edinburgh's her sister ship, literally like for like. But you can see the differences between, let's see, 6 and 7 cruisers. So that's Belfast, and then her sister, literally her younger sister, I should say, is Edinburgh. Mixer Gamer, please don't forget. Oh no, what have I forgot? Next time gameplay experiment, I will do that, but I'll do that next stream if I can. And can you say the cruiser captain that do work on Battleship? Mixer Gamer, you're gonna have to quickly let me know what you're on about. They think they should add more ships to the German cruiser line. It would be interesting if they did. Well, the thing is, I think the weakest link in the German cruiser line is the Nuremberg. I'm just going to go over this in case this is what Mixer Game is talking about. Dave, don't you have the Zero Lane Belfast? I do have a Zero Lane Belfast. I use her as an inspiration though. I don't use her as a captain per se. Reason being is that she does not come fully packed. If she came with fully packed, I'd be tempted, but I don't like her abilities enough. That's my problem with her. I think the other commanders can do it better, and her unique abilities just aren't good enough to go for. I know that's a point of view that most people don't agree with, because if you're going to go for a fire build, then you go Burn It Down Igniter with Bruce Fraser, and you still get fully packed. Belfast just doesn't give you fully packed. Here we go. So last game of the evening. Dave, I didn't get her, so I haven't missed. You haven't missed out. Her base ability is very nice. If you like, I focus on a smoke build with the British cruisers, regardless. Therefore, I like to reduce the detectability while firing in smoke, and her base ability is really nice. But as an actual commander, I don't use her. I don't find her. She doesn't fit my playstyle. Now I know she fits other people's playstyles, and you will have an opportunity to get your hands on her this patch as they cover the Zero Lane stuff again. So, I mean, when the Zero Lane commanders came out, I wasn't personally excited. It's not my kind of thing. I know I wasn't completely convinced with the was it anime characters scantily clad. I mean, if this game finishes early, maybe I might go for the Zero Lane commanders and just point out some of the issues I have with them. I know some may find them aesthetically pleasing. Partly guy, Belfast was good until the Kuznetsov came along. Kuznetsov still has a very poor detectability when firing in smoke. Now, what have I got? Shasho, Mass, Pensacola, Helena in the team, Bayern, Queen Elizabeth, New Mexico, Sinop. So tier 5 and 6 game. I could pop radar and see, but I know there's a destroyer here, and it's just going to be a waste of 30 seconds of radar. Probably guy, Belfast. No, Dave. Would the Nelson Azura lane work on Belfast? Nelson Azura lane is mostly focused on battleships. She does have some nice abilities. Sorry. Very much concentrating. This is why I wish Belfast had torpedoes. The Shasha's caught out in the open. Knocked her engines out. Oh, squeaky. Sorry, when I go quiet, it's usually because I'm concentrating very hard. So you'll have to forgive me. What? Wait. What's that coming around? Pensacola. Pensacola, you have no torpedoes. You'll bow on though. I don't want you bow on. I want you broadside on. Maybe those torpedoes can turn you. So I'm using, yeah, nice pencil, brilliant. Good job, good job. By the way, I feel razor thin dodge. I almost thought I failed. Let's see if we can catch this Helena out. So I'm going to go down to gun view so I can see that my turrets actually get round. Now I'm going to activate reverse now. Should be clear. Nope, I got to go back a bit more. Alright. Spot our aircraft overhead. I'm going to back up and then go back into the objective, but a lot closer to this island. I don't like the way the Helena was able to get shots over the... There you go, that should do it. Scheiße. Oh crumbs. Queen Lizzie's come around the corner. Back it up, back it up, back it up. Oh god, my battleship's dead as well. When did my battleship die? Oh, I'm cornered. What a way to die. Back it up this way, and then I'm going to go pedal to the metal and go that way. By the way, Belfast seems to be the best money maker at tier 6. Is that accurate? I think if you can get good at any kind of tier 6 premium, then they're going to be very good at making money, simply because of their lower buying costs. I'm just going to have to weather this storm. I don't like it, but I'm just going to have to do it. Right.
Main turret critically damaged. Smoke generator activated.
See if I can find the citadel on the... that's me. Cheerio, chaps. Not much I can do about that. Smoke up and run. The thing is, I don't think there was anywhere to run. They got control of that flank very quickly. My supporting units got picked off very quickly as well. Oh well, I think there's not much to see here apart from Belfast rolling over. Don't think that's going to be a good game, unfortunately. Oh, it's a shame to end on that one. Don't like this map at all. I actually prefer the map as it used to be, when it was capture the base and the two bases were in the clusters of islands and you had to then play it all mixed up. I did try and remember this one. Dimitheus, can you play the Grafspate or the Nuremberg next? Unfortunately, I've got to go off now, because I got to cook the evening meal for the wife because she gets home in half an hour. However, I will try and remember the Grafspate and the Nuremberg for the next stream, which will be next Friday, and I will try and play that as well. Sure, the entire team is here, and they managed to lose in the other areas. I'll have to see how that goes. Well, unless anyone's got any queries for the next 5 minutes, I will probably be letting you guys go. No, thank you guys for turning up. Thank you, Pilot Guy. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Dimitheus. Thank you. God, I gotta go through all the names now. Thank you, Mixer Gamer. MTCD. Matthew, thank you for turning up. Thank you, Lee. Thank you. I think I said Dave. Yeah, I think I said Dave. Thank you, Morton, as well. When you were here. Thank you, JP. Just going through the comments. Everyone take care. Have a good evening, good night, or good morning, or good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. I think I said Lee, but thank you, Lee. Just scrolling through the comments, but thank you for everyone for turning up. Yeah, MTCD, thank you. Have a good afternoon or evening where you are.